Be prepared. What you're about to hear isn't your average astrology update. This isn't just a moon changing signs. This is a secret door swinging open in the sky, and it won't stay open for long. The moon has just entered Sagittarius, and when that happens, something ancient stirs. Imagine a giant archer in the heavens pulling back his bow, aiming straight at your soul's next evolution. This is no ordinary night. This is a cosmic alarm bell, and it's ringing for you. You see, just hours ago we had the intense full flower moon in Scorpio, the moon of deep endings and emotional purging. Now Sagittarius takes the wheel, firing us forward into truth, freedom, and raw expansion. It's like being thrown from a dark cave into the wild, open sky. One moment you were digging through shadows, now you're airborne, wings spread, no map, no net. This is what they don't teach you in school. The universe doesn't wait for you to be ready. And if lately you've noticed weird synchronicities, repeating numbers like 1111 or 333, old friends calling out of nowhere, or a sudden craving to drop everything and start fresh, it's not random. It's the universe whispering through the cracks. Time's up. Let's go. Most people will ignore it. They'll scroll past this message, shrug it off like a breeze. But you feel it, don't you? That strange fire in your chest, that quiet knowing that something big is coming. You are not imagining it. The moon in Sagittarius has opened the portal, and your soul is being summoned. So before we dive into what this means for you, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more cosmic downloads, and drop the number 77 in the comments to anchor this energy into the collective. Help spread the word. Someone you know might desperately need to hear this. Let's begin. Number 1. The fire has been lit. Why you're suddenly craving more from life. And here it begins, that strange flutter in your chest, that whisper in the back of your mind saying, there's more out there, go find it. You're not just imagining it, you're responding to a cosmic call. The moon has stepped into Sagittarius, and just like that, the sky isn't the only thing shifting. You are. Something deep within is stirring, like a traveler inside you finally waking up after a long winter. That heaviness you've been dragging around, it's beginning to crack and fall away. Imagine a hot air balloon cut free from its ropes. Suddenly there's lift. That's you right now. Lighter, bolder, hungrier for what lies beyond the horizon. Sagittarius energy doesn't whisper, it shouts, it doesn't ask, it dares. And the moment this moon hit the Archer's domain, a wildfire of optimism and restlessness began spreading through your emotional world. You might notice you're waking up differently, not just physically, energetically. There's a glow in your thoughts, a spark in your eyes. Where you once saw a dead end, now you're spotting doorways. Where you used to doubt, now there's a voice saying, what if it works out this time? Now, you may wonder, is this just me feeling better for no reason? No, this isn't a mood swing. This is alignment. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the giant of the cosmos, the bringer of expansion, luck, and learning. When the moon swims through this fiery sign, it touches your emotions with Jupiter's fingerprints. That's why your fears feel smaller and your dreams feel suddenly within reach. The universe isn't just lifting the curtain. It's flinging open the whole stage. And let's not forget what came right before this, the full flower moon in Scorpio. That was no ordinary full moon. It was a spiritual surgery. It pulled old pain to the surface, made you feel raw, cracked open. That was necessary. You can't fly if you're dragging around the past like chains. And now, Sagittarius steps in with fire and freedom, saying, okay, now that you've faced your shadows, let's run toward the light. You'll likely feel a strange combination of peace and urgency. like standing on the edge of a cliff, not afraid, but excited to jump. That pull to book a spontaneous trip, start a new hobby, or dive into a subject that's always called your name, follow it. That isn't escapism. That's your soul trying to grow. Sagittarius doesn't want you stuck in loops. It wants movement, expansion, truth. You're being guided to break routine and chase something unknown, like a compass spinning wildly before locking onto true north. That's what this moon is doing to your inner GPS. You're not lost. You're finally pointing toward your next chapter. So don't ignore this tug in your chest. Don't dismiss the daydreams or the signs. The portal is open, the fire is lit. And the adventure, it's already begun. Number 2. Supercharged intuition and higher insight. And now that the fire has been lit, and you're standing at the edge of something bigger, it's not just your feet that are ready to move. Your mind is shifting too. But this isn't about logic or lists. It's about something deeper, quieter, something that speaks not in words, but in symbols, feelings, and those eerie little nudges you can't explain. Welcome to the second phase of this portal, the awakening of your supercharged intuition. You might think you're imagining things, a flash of clarity here, a random gut feeling there. But no, this is not coincidence, this is calibration. The moon in Sagittarius is acting like a cosmic antenna, tuning your inner frequency to pick up higher messages that were always there, but just out of reach. If it feels like your dreams are getting more vivid, if your thoughts are finishing themselves before you even think them, if strange signs, repeated numbers, familiar faces in unfamiliar places are popping up like breadcrumbs, it's because your inner compass is activating. You're no longer just walking through life, you're navigating it, guided by a map that isn't drawn in ink, but in intuition. And yes, this energy is bold. It wants you to explore, to leap, to say yes before your fear talks you out of it. But here's the catch. Sagittarius can be impulsive. It's the wild horse of the zodiac, fast, passionate, sometimes reckless. So this next step isn't about sprinting blindly into the unknown. It's about moving with purpose. You're being asked to make space for discovery without getting swept away by the thrill of the chase. Take the detour, try the thing that scares you. But also, listen. Create intentional space to tune in. This could mean journaling what's been coming through your mind, going on long walks without music, or simply asking the universe a question and letting the answer come in its own time. Don't rush this part. The best insights come not with force, but with stillness. And when they come, oh, you'll know. It won't be like regular thinking. It'll feel like remembering something you didn't realize you already knew. That aha moment, that sudden deep calm when a decision becomes obvious, that's your higher self talking. The moon in Sagittarius isn't just opening a portal outward, it's opening one inward, pointing you toward a future that already exists, if you're willing to listen. Others might call it wishful thinking. Let them. You're not here to convince anyone. You're here to follow the thread that's being handed to you right now. The answers you've been seeking are not coming, they're arriving. Trust them, trust you. And if this is resonating so far, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more cosmic truth bombs, and drop 77 in the comments if you're feeling the pulse of this portal. This is just the beginning. Stay with me. Number 3, speaking your truth with courage. And the third thing is about your voice. Not just the sound of it, but the power behind it. Because now, as this portal widens and your intuition sharpens, something deeper is unlocking. Your truth is rising to the surface, and it's done waiting in silence. Think of it like a volcano that's been rumbling quietly for years, not destructive, but inevitable. Words you've swallowed, feelings you've buried, dreams you've edited down just to make others more comfortable. All of it is bubbling up now. The moon in Sagittarius isn't interested in politeness for the sake of peace. It demands truth. Bold, brave, blinding truth. The kind that cracks through fear like sunlight breaking through thick clouds. You'll start to feel it first in small moments, when you're about to bite your tongue, but don't. When someone asks how you're really doing and instead of saying, "I'm fine," you actually tell them. Or when you finally admit to yourself that you're no longer in love with the life you've been pretending to enjoy. These aren't slip-ups. These are breakthroughs. The archer's arrow isn't aimed outward anymore. It's pointed inward, toward the core of who you really are. And yes, speaking your truth might rattle a few cages. But it's not about creating conflict. It's about creating alignment. When you speak from the soul, you stop attracting situations where you need to lie to survive. You begin magnetizing people, places, and opportunities that match your truth instead of mirroring your mask. You may even find yourself saying things you never thought you'd have the courage to say. "I've had enough. I can't stay silent anymore. I've always wanted to do this, and now I will." This is the moon in Sagittarius, working directly through your throat chakra, burning away the static, rewiring your voice to match your inner knowing. It's powerful, and it can be uncomfortable. You might worry, what if I hurt someone? What if they don't understand? But remember, silence doesn't protect anyone, it just delays the fallout. Speaking your truth might be the medicine someone else didn't know they needed. Still, there's a balance. Sagittarius doesn't sugarcoat, but it does care about the truth being heard, not just shouted. So yes, be direct, but also be wise. Choose your timing, choose your tone. Let your truth be a sword when needed, and a bridge when possible. Over the next few days, pay attention to your conversations. What are you no longer able to keep inside? What truths are pushing against your lips, asking, begging to be spoken? Let them out. Say the thing. Write the letter. Share the story. You don't need to scream, but you do need to speak. Number 4, physical restlessness and the need for freedom. And the next thing that might catch you off guard is your own body. Now that your soul has been stirred, your intuition awakened, and your truth cracked open, your physical form is rising to match. Restlessness is creeping in like a storm under the skin, and this time, it's not in your head. It's in your bones. The moon in Sagittarius doesn't sit still, and neither can you right now. You might feel it as an itch in your legs, a pull in your chest, a sudden need to get out of the house, out of the routine, out of the life you've been quietly outgrowing. The couch that once felt like comfort might suddenly feel like a cage. The walls, too close. The air, too heavy. What you're craving isn't just movement, it's freedom. This isn't just about going for a jog or stretching your arms. This is your body answering a call from your soul. Sagittarius energy moves. It gallops like a wild horse, dances like a flame, spins like an arrow flying through open sky. And when the moon enters this sign, your physical body starts remembering what it's like to feel alive again. You may wonder, why do I feel so unsettled? Why can't I relax? Because your soul is in motion now, and your body is trying to catch up. This is sacred restlessness. Don't ignore it. If you bottle it, it turns into anxiety. But if you honor it, it becomes fuel. Go outside, walk a different path, take the long way home. Dance like you've got lightning in your veins. Move not because you have to, but because your soul is stretching its wings and needs room to fly. This is Sagittarius breaking you out of the box. Don't fight it. Flow with it. Number 5, the Grand Fire Trine, a rare cosmic surge. And next, what might truly shake the ground beneath your feet isn't just the moon in Sagittarius or the wildfire stirring in your soul. It's the rare and roaring Grand Fire Trine igniting above us right now. If you've been feeling like the universe is setting something in motion, you're right, and it's bigger than you think. Picture this. 3 great cosmic torches, the Moon in Sagittarius, Venus in Aries, and Mars in Leo, forming a triangle of pure, unfiltered fire. This isn't just an alignment. It's a celestial ignition switch, flipping on power you may not have felt in months, maybe even years. Fire signs don't tiptoe. They don't wait. They burn through blocks, spark revolutions, and light the path forward with blazing clarity. And now, all 3 are activated at once. A grand trine of motion, magnetism, and manifestation. You might already be feeling it. A rush of creative energy, a flood of ideas, or that sudden courage to speak, act, or love boldly. This triangle of flame is not subtle. It pushes you. Projects that felt stuck in the mud could suddenly burst to life. A dream you shelved might come roaring back with a new twist. A conversation you were afraid to have might now come pouring out, fearless and sharp as fire. And what about love? Venus in Aries is not shy. It charges. Mars in Leo adds heat, passion, and playful pride. Relationships can ignite, rekindle, or be cleared out entirely, all depending on how aligned they are with your soul's true direction. This fire doesn't do lukewarm. It burns for realness, for connection that sparks, not just survives. But here's the truth. This cosmic fire triangle is a window, not a permanent fixture. You've got roughly 48 hours to harness this surge. This is manifestation on overdrive. The universe is asking, what do you really want? Not what you're settling for, not what's realistic. What sets your soul ablaze? Now is the time to move toward it, boldly, clearly, unapologetically. Set your intentions with fire in your chest. Speak them out loud. Write them down. Take action, even a small one, toward the thing that makes your heart race. The Grand Fire Trine doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards courage. This isn't astrological poetry. It's cosmic momentum. A sacred triangle carved into the sky, pointing directly at your next breakthrough. Number 6. Breaking patterns and illuminating dreams. And next, what might feel unsettling, even a little disorienting, is the quiet collapse of the familiar. After all this fire, all this motion, something strange begins to happen. The life you've been living might start to feel too small. That's not you losing your way. That's you waking up. The moon in Sagittarius is more than just fuel. It's a revealer. It pulls back the curtain on the patterns you've been trapped in. Habits that once comforted you now feel like cages. Relationships that once felt like home may suddenly feel like echoes. Even your own thoughts, the beliefs you've repeated for years, might begin to sound hollow. And this shift isn't failure. It's clarity. Sagittarius energy doesn't destroy for the sake of destruction. It clears to make space. Think of it like wildfire in a forest. Yes, it burns, but what grows in its wake is stronger, freer, realer. The moon right now is showing you the space between who you are and who you were always meant to become. And that gap, that ache you feel, that's the friction of transformation. You're not falling apart, you're breaking through. Pay close attention to how this shows up over the next 24 hours, especially in your sleep. Because when the conscious mind is quiet, the soul gets louder. The veil is thin under this Sagittarius moon, and your dreams tonight might feel intense, symbolic, even strange. That's not just your brain sorting through the day. That's your higher self sending messages in metaphor. Keep a journal near your bed. Jot down what you remember, even fragments, even feelings. A staircase, a fire, a name, a forgotten face. These aren't just dreams. They're roadmaps, glimpses of what your soul is shedding. and what it's stepping into. The truth is, nothing is being taken from you right now. Only the illusions are. And what's being offered in their place? Freedom, vision, destiny. And finally, the portal is open, but not for long. Everything you've felt in the past few days, the fire in your chest, the pull to move, speak, break free. It's all part of something greater. This isn't random. This is the universe handing you a key, but only you can choose to turn it. Right now, you're standing on a cosmic threshold. Behind you is the version of you that played small, stayed quiet, waited for permission. Ahead of you, a life written in your own bold handwriting, full of meaning, movement, purpose, and power. But here's the thing, portals don't stay open forever. The grand fire trine is a spark, not a fireplace. The moon will move on, the energy will shift. And if you ignore this call, life may go back to normal, but you won't. You'll feel the ache of what could have been. And deep down, you'll know. So ask yourself, right now, what am I done pretending I don't want? What is burning inside me that I've kept on a low flame for too long? This is your moment to trust your intuition, to move your body, to speak your truth, to dream wildly, to act boldly, to become the person you were born to be, not someday, but now. So take the leap. Do the thing. Say yes. If this message unlocked something in you, if you feel this portal like fire in your veins, hit like, subscribe so you don't miss the next cosmic update, and drop 77 in the comments to anchor this transformation into your timeline. Share this with someone who needs to wake up now. You've been called. The moon has moved. The sky is watching. Now it's your move.